In this short video, I'm going to show you the essential functionality behind the Mindjet mind mapping tool. This is the critical piece of software that I use every day in my business. Of course, with any mind mapping tool, you know that you can add nodes and put color and make the boxes look different and so forth. But what sets the Mindjet mind map apart from the rest? Well, you can assign task responsibilities to individual team members so that in essence it becomes your project management system right on one screen. You can look at percentage of completion on individual tasks so you can tell how you're doing along the way. You can assign starting and ending dates to tasks and show all tasks accordingly in a Gantt chart, like a typical Microsoft project type chart. You can filter tasks by persons responsible and level of completion. And you can export it to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and a whole lot more. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty, so we're looking at a basic mind map here, and so I'm going to just show you how easy it is using the starting from scratch mode, then we'll look at some practice content. So the first thing I want to do is I hit insert on my computer keypad on my PC, and it gives me another box. So I just put main topic here. Okay, and then I click insert again, and I get subtopic 1, and then I want to add a sibling to that, meaning straight on down, parallel to it. So then I just hit enter, and then I have subtopic 2. Okay, and so on it goes. You either hit enter in order to go down a level, so that if we wanted to do another main topic here, we'd hit enter, and you could see that we've got a main topic here, insert, and we've got a subtopic, and so forth. Now, of course, you can do that from up here at the top by going to new topic. So let's go from here. We'll hit new topic, and you can see a main topic appears. And if we hit new subtopic, a subtopic is going to appear from there. So that's how easy it is to add nodes to your mind map. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit. And now let's say we want to take this main topic and we want to make it look fancy. So I go up here to design up top and to topic shape, and I choose to have an oval there. Okay, and then I can add fill color by just clicking down here and deciding to add yellow in there. And now let's say that we don't want the flowchart type of design and we want free-flowing topics. So we go up here under home and hit floating, and there we are, and we hit floating again, and we'll do it one more time, and there we are. We've got 3 topics that kind of flow in conjunction with each other, and this one I got too close, so it attached itself, and so there we have floating topic. Okay, so we're looking here at floating topics, and let's say we want to go outside, as we mentioned, of the traditional relationship format, one under another. So we click on relationships here, and we draw a line from here to here. And let's go back here, and we'll start with this particular one. Okay, so we went under insert to relationships and just drew that line by clicking the insert relationship. Now we go here and we right click and we format the relationship. So we're going to say, all right, we want a black line and we want it to be solid, and we'll have an arrow style with a straight line, and we'll go ahead and apply it. Okay, so there it is. That one's okay, and we can do the same thing down here and copy it down below. So now with this diagram, you see we have 2 approaches to mind mapping. One is a free-floating style with Gantt chart where we define the relationships, can make organizational charts and the like. And then the other is a diagram chart where we just make relationships flow easily by nodes inserting and then new nodes below. Okay, so now we got rid of all that other stuff, and we're going to show you with practice content exactly how to make this really functional and sizzle for you. Okay, so the first thing is I go here and I click on this node, practice content, and I go up to my view tab up top to where it says expand. And if I click it once, it's going to expand one level. If I click it again, it's going to expand the second level, and the third time it'll show me all of my content. So now I want to clean this up a little bit, so I'm going to this node, right click, remove topic, and basically it got rid of that practice content and brought this to be the main level here. Okay, so what we're looking at here is, let's say I have a task where I want to start with new video for blog post. All right, I'm going to click on this again, and I'm going to collapse it and expand it just 2 levels. Okay, so I want to create a new video to put in a blog post. So it's my content, and so I'm going to create the video and the description. All right, so what I do here is I go back to home, where it says under the home tab, task information, and over on the right I can assign dates and people responsibilities. So I'm going to put my name in the people responsibility, and voila, there I am, I appear. Now let's say that it's January 1st, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to have the due date for that task. I'm going to go to the calendar, and I'm going to say I need to have that by Friday the 4th. Okay, so you can see a due date starts there. And I can even put today's date, if we'll assume that it's the 2nd, or we'll say it's the 2nd of January. And then I move the due date back to the 4th. So I've now allowed myself 3 work days to create the video and the description. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to view and expand, and we'll go one more level, and we'll see the VA's responsibility. Okay, so the VA is going to do all of these tasks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight all 4 of those, and I'm going to put VA over here in the task info on the right, and now as I click, the VA is assigned to all of this, and I'm going to say, okay, the VA needs to do that starting on the 5th, because that's when I'm completing my task on the 4th. So starting, we'll say Monday the 7th, and they need to have it done in 2 days after that. So we're going to say Wednesday the 9th. All right, so now, further thing that I do is I say, all right, great. So now we know all of the players involved. We've got people and we've got date tasks assigned to them. Now, how do we know when they're done? So what we do is we start off, and I'll highlight all of these because none of them are done yet. And I'm going to put a percentage of completion circle in here. So if I go up to my home tab, and you can see this progress, I'll do not done, and bam, all of these tasks are not done. Now as I move along, and this is my responsibility, and I say, okay, great, let's add a percentage of completion. I'm about quarter done, I'm halfway done, and I can see how the VA is doing as well by clicking on there. So along the way, I can see how the tasks are doing in percentage of completion. But then if I want a little more level of specificity, being specific, I can say, you know what, this is a first priority, as is this one. And then these, putting it on YouTube, that's a second priority. so I can assign the priorities there as well. But let's say I have a lot of these nodes down on the page, and I actually want to see a structure in a little bit different way, like an organization chart. So I'm going to click here on VA, and I'm going into the design mode. And you'll get to know these. I just want to point them out to you. And you go to growth, and you say, you know what, let's have an organizational chart view. So immediately, look what happened. So here we have the VA's tasks, and we've got the main tasks underneath with the subtasks going down like an organizational chart. So you can start to see much of the functionality of this type of mind. And of course, I can go back up to growth, and I can say, all right, let's look at a different approach, and that would be the tree approach. So main topic, subtopics, and then subtopics off of that down below. Okay, let's go back to the main. Now, let's say that I want to add a comment here. So I go up to the top and I put a new comment, and I can attach that to this particular topic, and I can just write something down in this area. Okay, and as you can see, the comment just attaches right to the note. But let's say I want to go further, and I actually want to put a lot of detail. So I can put a note to that comment, and you can see it opens up all of this area here. So my note might be to make an Excel of potential topics. All right, so, and then you can see I've got a WYSIWYG here, so I can, highlight it, bold it, etc. But it attaches, and that opens up accordingly. So you can see now it has become like a project management system. So why not go all the way? So let's click on this particular item, Miners creates a video and description, and let's add some files to it. So I've got two ways to do that. I can add a hyperlink. I can take it to a website, or I can take it to something on my hard drive. So I go here and I search. And so here I am, and just going to scroll down, and I'm going to find the relevant Excel spreadsheet, which is a content log for videos that I might create. So I'm going to put it in there, click OK, and bam, there it is. So now all I need to do is right click on that. You can also open it within the program, but I like to open it outside. And as you can see, here's my Excel spreadsheet that opened that easily. So what I've done by adding the hyperlink is it will take me externally to the worksheet, any kind of worksheet that I have, Excel, Word, another mind map, etc. But let's say that I want to actually attach it so that it will appear with this worksheet. I right click and I go down to add attachment, and then I search in my folders again, and let's find that same worksheet. Here it is, content log, okay, and a different paperclip type of attachment. I right click it and it'll open up. So what's the difference between these two? Well, let's say that you have a file in your computer that you're going to make frequent changes to. You wouldn't want to bring it as an attachment if you might have to look at it from outside of this application, because any changes you make from clicking open this attachment will stay with the file that's related to this worksheet. On the other hand, if you do a hyperlink, it'll just take you to the main file wherever it is on your computer or in Dropbox or what have you. So I rather hyperlink, especially when I need to share files with other people. So, of course, any good project management system not only has the people responsible, the dates they're due, and all of the attachments, the notes and the comments attached thereto, like we just demonstrated, but it also gets it in your calendar so that you can act upon it. So here what we do basically is we click on this particular task, creating the video and the description, and then I click on Outlook here, and this is what happens. It brings up an Outlook appointment for me, and it has all of the data in it. That my word description, that it's starting on the 2nd, going to end on the 4th. It even has attached in there the documents that I need to take a look at, and I can assign priorities, and then I save it and close, and it goes on my calendar. Again, on project management, let's go to the View tab and Show. So here we've got task filters. So let's take a look at all of the assigned to. So tasks assigned to minders. See, now the only thing that's showing is that one task. Or if I want to show the tasks assigned to the VA, we go back and show the original view first. What we do is remove the filter up here. Okay, now we show tasks assigned to the VA. Okay, and only those show, so that you can have a very involved mind map, and you can look at only the things on the mind map that you need to be looking at. And then, as you can see on the task filters here, you've got, you can look at the due date, the past due, due today, due tomorrow, milestones, and a number of other ways to filter your topics. There's just a couple more things that I want to show you in this brief overview of this incredible tool. One is, if we go up here to our view, we can see that our normal view is our map, but we can also look and see different views. So let's look at the Gantt chart view. And in typical Gantt chart fashion, here we've got all of our tasks listed here. We can widen those up just like that. And then we've got our start date, our due date, the progress along the way, the resource, the person being used, and when these things are scheduled. And there's some more advanced levels of that. But this is typical Gantt chart functionality. And then let's say, hey, let's look at an outline view of all the topics on our node. And these outlines can be exported to Word. So you can see a lot of functionality here. Let's go back to the map view. And finally, in ultimate flexibility, let's go to File, and we know that we can print and do all that. We can import Word documents and have them format into a mind map, which is pretty cool. But the most importantly here is in the export. We can export as a PDF. We can do it as a CSV, ultimately an Excel file, into a PowerPoint presentation, so that individual nodes will just set themselves up in PowerPoint into Word in a formatted outline, any way you want it to appear. Lots of options there, or export as web pages. All right, as you can see, we've done all of these things on this PowerPoint slide and a lot more with this one powerful program. So how do you get your Mindjet mind map? It's called the Mind Manager Pro. Well, you simply go to mindjet.com and you can get a free 30-day trial and determine if you want to buy the software or be on the monthly program in their cloud service. And I just share this information because this is the most valuable tool that I use, and I use it extensively in my courses. So course participants of mine can purchase it at my cost at a wholesale price, and that information is available inside our course membership modules. Alrighty, this is Minders Glover. Just remember, tools to build your business come and go, but good strategies and systems endure forever.